My name is Byron Copeland. I am here at Jack Daniels. I'm a barrel maturation manager and master taster. So I've been in the whiskey industry for 9 years. Actually, next month will be 9 years. I spent 5 of those years at the cooperage in Alabama, where we make the barrels that we sent pretty much the majority of them here to Lynchburg. And then in 2020, I was selected by Uncle Nearest and Jack Daniels and the Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative to be the first person to be in the Leadership Acceleration Program. Now, I wanted to take someone in the industry, which I was already making the barrels, and put you, I guess, through a sped up process. Now, my favorite part of being in the whiskey industry is being able to tell why and how whiskey is made, being able to have that experience with people, but then two, meeting the people. I never would have thought I would have this interface with people because, in my career, I went from making the barrels, but then even prior to that, working in distribution and working in plants or so. But they have this outward facing position as well as knowing how to make the whiskey at the distillery. That's my favorite part. Just being able to reach people, being able to laugh, to joke, and teach. Fermentation, distillation, maturation. So learning about those things here at the distillery, coupling that with me, knowing about the barrels, that is something that nobody really understands. Like now, granted, I get to travel around and talk about whiskey. I get to travel around and be in that kind of marketing forum. But one thing, which is a multitude of things, is I actually know how to make whiskey. I actually know how to make the barrels. I know the nuances of that comes with it. So people say, "Hey, I don't like rye whiskeys," but for me, our rye imparts something different. Even though the rye content is 70% and 70% 12 malted barley, and then 18% corn. But when you taste that, even with a high percentage of rye, I still get some of those fruity notes. I get some of those caramel notes in our rye. A lot of that is based on our yeast, but then a lot of it imparts the barrel. So for me, when I taste that Jack Daniels rye, whether it's barrel proof, whether it's our bonded rye, I really love the flavors that I get in our rye.